Hello and welcome to Ridgeline Middle School. I'm Michelle Scallon, Superintendent of Weld RE-4. I'm here at our brand new middle school, Ridgeline Middle School, and today I have Josh Mallicoat, our principal at Ridgeline, joining us today.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to talk about our brand new school.
The building looks great. More importantly, the people in it are great. You have a wonderful teaching staff, and to walk through and see the kids that are just thriving, it's just been just fun to be out here. So how have teachers and students reacted when they first came in, and how are they going? And what are the parents saying? You mentioned a little bit that parents are being very supportive.
I'll never forget it. The first time that we did a tour for our teaching staff of the entire building, it was a little emotional for me because it was a year in the making.
Yeah.
We'd hired all of these people, and for them to come in and see the space that they get to spend most of their day at, and really dedicate a good portion of their life to, was really special. And that level of excitement. I was just talking with the teacher this morning. We have, our excitement level is up here with our teaching staff, and now we just need to maintain that, and we will, because it's a priority. We've seen the benefits of it and how excited they are. That translates into how, the type of experience that our students are going to get, and the level of excitement that they're going to have.
You can feel it. You can feel the excitement in the air. You can feel it when you walk into a classroom. You can see it with the kids. So it's great. You're doing a great job with that culture and climate already. What is your favorite part of the school?
Right where we're sitting. I have a lot of favorite parts of the building. The entire exterior. We sit on 40 acres here. It's beautiful. We have tons of beautiful green space. Our football field is great. Our gym facilities are awesome. But this integrated library is my absolute favorite. We've kind of dubbed this the creativity wing of the school, where we have STEM and robotics on one side. We have our innovation space on the other side. And we have kids doing and making things in this part of the building. The library is beautiful to see it stocked with all brand new books, and the layout with the flexible furniture has been wonderful. And so this is my favorite space.
Open concept, it's great. Josh, there is a quote on the wall over there. Do you want to talk a little bit about what that is and how it came to be?
It's been one of my favorite quotes for a long time. I've always been a Tolkien fan, and so it's a graphic of the Lonely Mountain from The Hobbit, and then the dragon that's on the wall comes from the very first edition of The Hobbit, written by Tolkien. And I had to work with the Bodleian Library and the Tolkien Society, and then the Tolkien Estate attorneys to get permission to put this on our wall, and it just seemed so fitting and worked so perfectly with our mascot, and really what we're trying to do here. The quote is, "It simply isn't an adventure worth telling if there aren't any dragons."
Love it.
And really that's, it ties so nice into what we're trying to do and the experience we're trying to give our kids here.
I just love the culture you're creating, and the academic and athletic piece for our student athletes. Student being first, athletes second. The expectations are going to, I'm excited to see you thrive. Is there anything else we should know about the new Ridgeline Middle School?
One of the most important things is we knew that with the new school, the new and shiny is exciting, but the new and shiny wears off over time, and what really matters is what the school's made of, which is why we've hung our hat on creating wonderful relationships from staff to staff and staff to students, and then translating that into home to school relationships with our parents, and then tying into our community, because they allowed us to have this beautiful facility.
Right.
And so we really, with the hiring process, first and foremost, we wanted to hire quality people that were going to care about our kids, that were going to put their needs, academic and social and everything else at the forefront.
Right.
And then also we're going to be great people to work with, good colleagues, because that is an essential component of our culture.
Right,
and
that
so
Ridgeline family.
We've used that as our starting point, and built from there. And so I'm just really proud of the collection of people that we put together here, and the opportunities that we're going to give our kids.
That's great. Well, we're very proud of this brand new Ridgeline Middle School. I want to thank Mr. Mallicoat for joining me today. We welcome the children, their families, our community members. Thank you for your support, and because of your support, we are able to have a beautiful building for our children.
Absolutely.
So looking forward to a great school year, and go Dragons!
Historically, schools were just sort of trying to figure it out on their own to support our students that needed help with school supplies. What we were hoping to do this year, and we had a good start too, we wanted to coordinate some of those efforts and try to make sure that any student across the district who needs support with school supplies would have access to quality tools to be able to access their education. Part of the reason we chose to partner with Impacts was because that is the vendor that the district is using, that schools are able to use. If I, as a parent, don't want to go shopping for all the individual supplies, I can just purchase a kit for my child. We wanted to have that available for our students that needed that assistance as well. They get the same name brand supplies that are listed on teachers' lists. It's presented in a box and it's pretty, and the kids are excited to get it, just like the kids whose parents purchased it through the website. We have a lot of community support. We have a lot of community partnership.
Our mission is to provide resources and tools within our classrooms. So that goes hand in hand with the school supply drive. So this year we were able to help with school supplies with the Impacts program and team up with the Windsor Rotary Club to purchase 70 Impacts kits for K through 8th grade.
We had a few family donations in there as well. Our partner organization, Walk Our Way, that provided stuffed backpacks for all of our high school students. And they came with some basic school supplies that they might need. Clearview Library also donated. They had a school supply drive. They stuffed some backpacks and brought those over for us. It takes the whole community to meet the needs of our students in a lot of different ways. But in this particular case, it really does depend on those partnerships with our community. We're very grateful.
The process for cell phone management here is great. We implemented a cell phone policy 7 years ago and struggled at 7 years ago, but with time we've perfected it. And so the new policy rollout hasn't really impacted us much. Students put their phone off when they walk in the building. They can take it out of their backpack when they walk out of the building, and we don't use it for educational purposes during the day.
So this year we're actually starting with student handbook and expectations for cell phone use. This fall we're actually going to continue to work on the formal policy that'll be presented to the board in the spring.
Now when a student gets their first cell phone violation, we go ahead and take it from them and log it, and they pick it up at the end of the day. When they get their second violation, we contact their parents, and their parent needs to pick it up in our office at the end of the day.
On my initial walkthroughs, I noticed a lot of students actively engaged in the classroom, writing with pencil and paper, or really participating in their classroom activities. And it just seemed like the schools had a different feel, especially for the high schools, a little more engagement between students, a little more face-to-face interactions, which I think is a good impact.
Teachers love the consistency from room to room. It makes it easy for kids to understand. There's no questions of, can I use it in this classroom? Can I not use it in this classroom? That consistency is great for kids, that reducing variability so they understand expectations. I think it's interesting for students to realize the implications that it has on them and the damage it can cause. And when it comes to bullying through social media, or just using it too often to play video games, the amount of hours they spend on their phone is not what we want, and I'm hoping that education shows them that.